Hello everyone, it is I, Darkvice.
And I'm Nuadacube.
And today's my birthday, so we decided to go to Cybertron and do a little rating. We didn't get any on camera, unfortunately, but we do have what we picked up, and we did pretty good.
Happy birthday. Alright, Sean, so
First,
what do you got?
this is the big one,
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
because we all know that in March 1st, you will not be able to find this game anymore.
I thought it's March 31st.
Oh, after March 31st, you will not be able to find this game, so to have it in my collection is incredibly... And this game's in demand right now, right?
Yep. Yeah, no, like, it's flying off the shelves. Like, I was very lucky to get mine on launch day.
And I'm very lucky to... On my birthday, no less. But I'm a huge fan of the Tales of series, so...
This is arguably my favorite Tales of game.
Yep, so for me to have it in the collection is definitely exciting. And 2 Game Boy games, because I started collecting more Game Boy stuff. So, Donkey Kong Land.
Nice.
Which is actually a remake of Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I own Super Mario Land 1, so now I own Super Mario Land 2.
That's everything?
Yep.
Oh boy, I have a lot to talk about. So the first thing, thanks to my good boy Darkvice, I got an NES from him and his family. So that will be shown in a later part of this video.
Yep.
So here is my first thing I got. It's a new NES controller, because the one that comes with the NES that he gave me, it's just old and it's seen better days.
It's been played with since the 80s, so...
Next thing, it's kind of small, but this is...
Oh, you actually did get it?
Yep. Yeah, no, like, because I've been really needing something to protect my PS Vita.
Yep. I
got the Model 1 PS Vita, so hopefully this will do it. This is a silicone case for it. I almost bought like a hard case thing for it, but I think this is better, because that's kind of what I've been really wanting. Next game is Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, right?
Yep, and the reason why tell him why he got Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance today.
Because Sean is getting me into the 3D Mortal Kombat games. I was kind of bummed out they didn't have a box version of this, but I can easily get a repro online.
Yo, for all of you, quick shout out to my friend, the Chrono Network.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a special stream, and he's doing a mystery game in my honor today.
Nice!
So to any of you, feel free to follow him.
Nice!
You know, he's been my friend since middle school.
Huh.
And we're still friends, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Dope, man. The next thing I got is a copy of Baseball for the SNES. I actually did not buy this just to play the game. I bought it so I can use the back, because Sean is giving me his older copy of
Mortal Kombat 2?
Yep, and the back of it is pretty bad, so but besides that, the rest of the card's in good shape. Oh no. Ooh, I might be taking that back.
Yeah.
Well, notice there's a crack in it, so we're gonna have to go take that back. Shoot. I'll go and ask him about it in just a minute here. Next game I have is an NES game. I actually bought a lot of NES games.
Well, he's got to stop building up that collection.
Yep, I think I got more NES games than I do SNES games.
Which is kind of sad when you think about it.
So the first game is by Capcom. It's called Mickey Mousecapade. So Capcom has been known to make some pretty good games for the most part.
Especially during the NES time.
Yep.
The NES, the SNES, and the Genesis,
mm-hmm.
and like the 32-bit generation, that's when Capcom like put out a lot of their best stuff.
Yeah. The next game I got is an all-time classic, Tetris.
Better on the Game Boy, however, but there's better music on the Game Boy. But
yeah.
You can't go wrong with Tetris.
I mean, this is like newer than Atari, but it's like not too much newer.
Yeah.
So let's see.
The big one.
I'll save that for the last.
Yeah.
Next one, Dr. Mario.
All you need is Mario Bros. 2, and you have all the Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Next game I got,
Rad Racer.
Rad Racer.
Because it's pretty rad.
Is that the one that was featured in the movie?
The Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the kid was playing with the
power. Yeah. That's what I thought. All right, and then last but not least, I can't have an NES without this game.
I mean, I have an NES and I don't have that game.
Well,
fuck you, Kratos.
I had to get me a copy of Zelda. I'm a longtime Zelda fan. I definitely want to get me the second one eventually, even though I didn't really care for it. I played it on Virtual Console before. I actually played this once on a real NES. I had a friend bring over his NES a long time ago with Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. And he brought this too, so I got to play Zelda on his NES.
So what's it like full on owning an NES?
I don't know, man. It's weird. It's like I've seen like all these YouTubers, you know, like they had like all these NES games and stuff, and now like they.
I'm not sure you showed.
All
this.
these games
did
are I did. All these games are gonna be on my shelf now.
We're gonna test up all those. He's gonna test out all those games in my top loader later.
Before we go though, I'm gonna take this back into the store because we're actually still here. I'm gonna get this swapped out.
It's a good thing I pointed that out, huh?
Yeah, thank goodness. So thank goodness we did a video to document all of this.
No, like as soon as I noticed that, and I was like, wait, is that like black gunk or something? And then I realized, oh no.
So I'm sure they'll take it back, no problem. I gotta get the receipt here probably.
Apparently this game was made by Bulletproof Software, but apparently it wasn't bulletproof after all.
Oof.
Got him.
At least it's not made by LJN.
Oh, it's look at this is obviously a good game, but like let's just joke around for a second. Oh, that's actually a pretty good random game. I wonder who it's made by.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we'll see you all later. We're gonna be talking about all of our other games that we've gotten this year.
And oh my god, have we picked up a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a long video. This is not even or scratching the surface of it.
Austin, I'm scared.
Let's do this. Alrighty guys, we're back. So we just went back into the store that we bought all of our games from. Swapped out my cart really quick. We actually both chose two different carts. I forget like what game I chose.
At the exact same price point.
Yeah. So I decided to get this because I'm actually more interested in this than the other game. Pac-Man 2.
The New Adventures.
Yep. And the back of it looks pretty good. Don't you say?
Ooh, don't you say.
Oh my god. So anyways, yeah. Got the game bit screwdriver, so all I have to do is peel this nice warranty sticker off. And then rip the back off and slap it onto the other cartridges.
You know, a little slap and tickle.
Oh my god.
Hello everyone, it is I, Darkvice of the Retro Raiders, and unfortunately Austin isn't here today, so it's my birthday.
Hey, what is up everybody? It's Nuadacube here.
Where'd you come from?
I came from the Mushroom Kingdom.
I hope you know you're gonna fix that hole in my floor that you just spit there.
No. Alrighty guys, so we have a very special video for all of you today. We haven't done a video in like almost a year.
Well, the coronavirus is kind of...
it's been a terrible year.
Yeah.
But anyways, we have a lot of stuff to show to you guys today. And also, it is my boy Darkvice's birthday.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
So, who wants to go first? Me or you?
I will let you do the honors.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with the most recent of recent stuff, probably. Yep. We kind of talked about this earlier. We did some impromptu retro rating.
Yeah. By the way, this is episode 2 of Retro Rambling.
Yep. So, first thing we got, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
I've been getting him into the 3D Mortal Kombat games. Well, yep. I've been getting him into Mortal Kombat. So far, you'd say this is your favorite?
Yeah, this is probably my favorite 3D Mortal Kombat game that I've touched.
Second to 4. I mean, yeah. First this one, then 4.
Yep.
You've also played what do you think of Mortal Kombat Trilogy and Mortal Kombat 3? Because you played some of that too.
They're pretty good, but to be honest, like I feel like I learned best with 4 in Deadly Alliance.
Yeah. I mean, that Conquest mode definitely helps.
Yeah, no, that got me really good, and Sean was starting to have to go a little bit crazy to beat me, so.
Yeah.
That's the first game I got yesterday. put this over here. All right.
My boy. Well, let's go into the NES.
Oh, what the heck? So, my boy went to
Virginia.
Yep, to see her family during this whole year, and he came back with some games, and they happened to find an NES, and he gave it to me as a gift. So, thank you.
Well, I've been promising you an NES for the longest time, ever since we got you your Sega Saturn. So,
I had to get me a new controller because the one that came with it
was frayed and did not
better
work.
days.
And
so,
just did not work.
So yeah, it works great. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Of course.
I'm excited to take it home and play it some more.
Yeah.
All right. So,
and the nice thing is, most games run first time after you clean them.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. No. Like we had a problem with one game which we'll touch on here in a minute, but we fixed it. So. All right. Time to talk about my NES games.
This is an entire collection. He just got. Put this in perspective. He just got his NES, and he already has 8 NES games in his collection.
Yep. That's all 8 of them. So the first one. Come on, guys. I'm a Zelda fan. I have to get the Legend of Zelda.
Wait, that was Legend of Zelda? I thought that was the World Championships Gold Cart.
I wish it was.
Man, this entire time he was lying to me and told me he had something really exciting, but...
It's a great game. I played the original Zelda actually on an NES. My friend a long time ago brought his NES over to my house, and he brought this along with Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. I also played this on Virtual Console too with the Switch Online stuff and Wii Virtual Console. But I've never gotten to beat it, so now's my chance.
Yep.
Next game has to do with Zelda.
The sequel.
The Legend of Zelda, The Adventures of Link.
The NES sequel to the original at the time. This is no longer same. Is this part of the same timeline as that particular Link?
Oh, yep. Okay, it takes immediately after.
So it is a direct sequel.
I don't know if it's like a direct sequel. I have to look at Hyrule Historia, but I know it takes place after.
Okay, so this is actually like a proper sequel to that game.
Pretty much.
As you all know, with the Zelda timeline, it can be a little strange.
Convoluted, yeah. So anyways, I'll be honest with you guys, this game is not really my favorite of Zelda games. It's not a terrible game, it's just, it can be really confusing at times, and it's very hard with all the magic system and stuff, so... But I'm really happy to have it. Maybe my mind will be changed as I play this game more. It worked on first try. We actually cleaned it before we tested it.
Yeah.
It was pretty filthy, the cartridge, like the pens on it, so... but yeah, I'm really, really honored to have this in my library, so... Alright, next couple games. I'll kind of just breeze over through these.
These games aren't like super... Like, everyone knows these games at this point.
Super Mario Bros, thanks to my boy. And Duck Hunt. Sadly, I don't have a CRT TV, so I can't play that.
The most common cartridge on the NES.
Yep.
You could build a coffee table with how often you find them.
Pretty much. Next game, thanks to my boy Darkvice, Super Mario Bros. 3. Really happy to have this game. This is like an all-time classic for many Mario fans, because this is like, in the US here, this is like the true proper sequel to Super Mario Bros.
And if you watch The Wizard, you'd know about this game.
Yep. Alright, next game. Tetris. I gotta have Tetris for the NES. It's an all-time classic.
Yep.
Even though the music's better in the Game Boy version, but still a great game to have.
Well, I think it either came out at the same time for the NES and the Game Boy, or it came out on the Game Boy.
Really? Really?
Yeah, because it was a pack-in with the Game Boy when it came out.
There's some really cool videos on YouTube for this game. I definitely recommend checking them out. Like one Gaming Historian did.
Yeah.
It's like a huge 45-minute video like on how Tetris was made and stuff.
GeForce Icon, they did an entire video covering the history of Tetris.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have this in my library.
We'll probably put links to both videos in the description.
Yep. Alright, next game. Dr. Mario.
You're gonna do the Puento Farce, Dr. Mario?
No, I'm not gonna do a live performance. But this game, it's really good. It's a very fun game. Reminds me a lot of like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Fun fact about Tetris.
Don't humiliate me. Oh my god.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Anyways, Dr. Dr. Mario, fantastic game. Great game to have on the NES.
Yeah.
It's almost a must-have. Alright.
See, since you told them don't humiliate me, now they're gonna want to know.
Yeah, they are. Thanks, Sean. Okay, next game.
Look, okay? He didn't know that the Game Boy and the NES music was different. That's all. That's the only thing, okay?
Alright, next game I got is a game that made me feel very rad.
It's radical.
The Radical Rad Racer.
Yep.
This game was featured in the Wizard movie too.
Yep, with the Power Glove.
Yeah, we don't have a Power Glove because they're too expensive and hard to find these days, but
why would we want a Power Glove? That thing's a piece of
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But this game's actually really fun. I popped it in. I never played it before. I've seen videos of it before. Like, do you remember like when the level like popped up? I was like, oh, I've seen this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool game. Very fun. I played it for like 10 minutes and I was like, okay, I'm ready to move on to the next game. But still, it's a very fun game just to goof around in it.
The fact that I kept your attention for 10 minutes is pretty impressive.
Alright.
That's a testament to how good that game is. It's better than Sega GT 2002 on Xbox.
And I'll give you guys a hint for the next game.
It's a Disney game.
Yep. It's Capcom's Mickey Mousecapade for the NES.
Cartridge was disgusting after we played it.
Yeah, no, like, well, we kept popping it into the system, and like, the pins on the system are a bit older, but they still work, because sometimes you have to jiggle the cartridge, or...
You said jiggle.
Shut up. Anyways, so you have to mess around with the cartridge a bit sometimes to get the game to work, but for the most part, it works pretty well. Anyways, this game would not work. It was just very stubborn, wouldn't turn on, so... We had to take some alcohol to it.
I'm happy we didn't pop that 30 cartridge in my top loader.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so after we took some alcohol to it, how did the Q-tips look? It was pretty disgusting.
I don't want to talk about it. We're not going into it.
Anyways, after we did the thorough cleaning of the pins, popped it back in, works great.
Yeah.
It's a very good game. It's a good platformer.
So should I go over the stuff I got yesterday? Because that's everything you got yesterday, right?
Nope, not necessarily. Got two more stuff.
Wait, what?
Yep.
I thought you only bought NES games yesterday.
Oh, this game.
Oh yeah? In Mortal Kombat 2?
Technically, yes. Okay. We'll talk about Mortal Kombat 2 because Darkvice gave this to me.
Yeah.
Because he got a better looking copy.
Much better looking copy.
The back looks pretty rough on this thing, so I'm probably going to swap the back. So to swap the back, I bought, I originally bought, or what was the game?
Something balls.
Anyways, it was in our other, video clip that we did.
Yeah.
So, we were doing our video and we looked, or Sean looked on the back of the card and he's like, what's that? And it was cracked open on the back. So
made by bulletproof software, bulletproof mouth.
So anyways, we had to walk it back into the store. They swapped it out, no problem. So got Pac-Man 2, New Adventures.
The box art for this game is hilarious.
Oh yeah, no, I looked at the box art, my face gave Sean like laughing of his life. Anyways,
the moment he saw it, I was like, yes. That was my reaction when I first saw it back in the day.
Anyways, I'm going to take the back of this and swap it out, so I have a better back for my copy of Mortal Kombat 2 that was owned by Moss. That needs to be cleaned up.
I bought that at MegaCon, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. So those are all the games that I bought yesterday.
So now I'm going to go over the games I bought yesterday, real quick.
Yep.
And then by nearly as much as he did. First, my mom, as a gift for my birthday, she, Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
It's a very, very good game and a very hard to find. Well, it's going to be a very hard to find game in just a couple months.
To own it physically, I was super excited when I saw it.
Oh yeah.
So.
I would get like a hard plastic case for it and everything.
Yeah, probably.
I'm probably gonna do the same to mine eventually. Which you guys will see later in this video.
See, me and him are both big fans of the Tales of series, and this is Austin's second favorite.
No. My very first favorite Tales of.
But is this your favorite, or is the second one your favorite?
Shoot, that's a tough question.
Well,
Tales of Xillia. So this game, yeah, it's my very first ever Tales game.
my first Tales game.
To be honest, I like the second one better for its gameplay and stuff. I feel like it had like a better gameplay system. As for story, I think I like the first one better. Has a more lighthearted story. But the second game is a fantastic game. Like, it's a great follow-up to the first game. I definitely recommend it.
So I'm definitely excited. Being a huge, I'm a huge Tales of fan.
Yep.
I've played a good number of them.
I actually brought both the games with me.
So,
let me find them.
So to be able to play that again is exciting.
Actually, here's my copy of it. I got the standard or limited edition of it. It comes with art book and the soundtrack and some DLC, which actually worked. I bought this used, so I was really happy. Then not too long after, I bought the sequel. And I got me the Mila Maxwell figure, which you guys will see right here. So, alright, Sean, what do you got next?
Also, for those of you who also watched the video yesterday, not only did you see those two games, but you also know I got 2 Game Boy games.
Yep.
I got Donkey Kong Land, a remake of Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy.
Nice.
And this is a really good game. It looks really good for a Game Boy game, especially considering it's an 8-bit console.
Yeah.
And it was able to do like those CG rendered characters. So this actually supports the Super Game Boy. So if I ever get that, I'm definitely gonna use the Super Game Boy for this. And I already owned the first Super Mario Land game, so I picked up the second one.
Nice.
And this one, much bigger sprites, much bigger everything. So basically your first one, but much bigger in scope, and a great game.
All right. What else you got to show, Sean?
Might as well show some of the other Game Boy games I have, right?
Yep.
So I picked up.
You got them out. You might as well talk about them.
I also picked up Kirby's Dream Land.
It's a very good game.
Yep, really good game.
Isn't that like one of the first games Masahiro Sakurai worked on?
Yes.
I believe so.
Alleyway.
Nice.
It's basically Arkanoid. It's a
yeah.
Good game. And a game I picked up today. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Fall of the Foot Clan.
Nice.
As you can tell,
it's an all-time classic.
Yeah, I wasn't sure you could tell that I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan, but no, yeah, this is the third Game Boy game.
If you guys want to see our video on this, we'll have a link at the in the description and maybe at the end of the video.
And that's the Game Boy games I've picked up so far.
All right. So what now?
You want to go next?
Let's talk about the stuff we picked up this year.
Well, I started off with the rest of my Game Boy stuff, so you can go next.
Gotcha. Oh boy, where do I start? Alright, so I guess we're going to talk about the games that we picked up this year. I'm going to be picking up I have this huge box under us
yeah.
of games. Like, I wasn't kidding with you, Sean. I was going to bring a whole box of stuff. And sure enough, I did it. So, ooh, I need to get another game. Talk about that. Alright, so the first game I got, this is a game that Sean bought me.
Yep.
Tekken 3 for the PlayStation.
So how do you like Tekken 3?
It's a very, very good game. It's a very good fighting game. Arguably, ooh, bless you. It's my favorite Tekken game out of the 3 on the PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah. It plays the best. It was the easiest to learn in my opinion.
Speaking of Tekken, there's one game I didn't grab from the pile that league. Oh no, I already showed that one actually.
Oh yeah. Anyways. A great game, definitely recommend it if you own a PS1 or you own a system that can play PS1 games. This was the last Tekken game on the PS1?
It was definitely the most popular Tekken game for a while.
Really?
Well, during the PlayStation era.
It plays really well. The case is in really good shape. It was packaged really well when I got it, actually.
For a greatest hits release, this disc looks pretty badass.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty dope disc.
I think it
has a simple look to it.
I actually like this design over the more elaborate. Here you go.
Yep. Alright, next game, I actually got to pick up another game out of my pile here to talk about it. Alright. This is a game that came out earlier this year, actually. It came out, like, right at the beginning of COVID.
AI design?
Huh?
AI?
No.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, nice.
So, my copy's still sealed, actually. I got a good story behind this. A good buddy of mine and I, we actually did a game share on our PSNs, so...
Shout out to Christian.
Yep. thank you, Christian. You're super awesome, and I can't thank you enough for allowing me to play this game during the pandemic, the quarantining thing that we all did.
Also, huge shout out to Shizzo Network.
Yep.
He's done shout outs for our content before. Definitely check out his stuff. There will be a link in the description as well.
So, anyways, I actually never played and finished the original Final Fantasy VII, which I ended up doing during the lockdown. Final Fantasy VII. I actually had to get this case swap, so this is like basically a brand new jewel case. You have to be really careful because like it's really hard to open and close it. Anyways, woo! Anyways,
I didn't know you were still sealed.
Yep, it's still sealed. Well, I don't really have a reason to open it. I was actually getting to that.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy this game initially on launch date, but what happened was the lockdown happened, and financially I was in a situation because I couldn't really go work. But my good boy Christian and I game shared. He happened to buy the game, so I got access to it.
I'm gonna be honest. Whenever you say "my good boy," I assume you're talking about a dog.
Yep.
So are you saying that me and Christian are dogs?
You guys are very loyal dogs.
Yeah.
Anyways, fantastic game. I love it. The soundtrack's amazing in this game. The combat system.
Doesn't it play kind of like Kingdom Hearts?
It does. Now, this game is a turn-based game.
Yeah, I know. I played that one, but I've never played this one.
Yeah, this game, you can do, you can kind of make it turn-based, but not really. Like, it's more of an open-world combat game.
Definitely gotta check that out.
Fantastic game. I definitely recommend it if you own a PS4. It runs really well on the base model, actually.
I guess I'll have to.
It's really well refined for both systems.
I guess I'll have to get a. I guess I'll have to get that game.
All right. I guess I'll talk about all these games that I got.
Well, my turn because we're doing 1 and 1.
Oh right.
So the next game I want to talk about is let's go to 64. Mystical Ninja 2 from Goemon's Great Adventure. Great game for the 64. It's very difficult. I played the original one when we were visiting my grandma in Puerto Rico when I was like really young. The 64 was still new.
Yeah.
So to have this, it's getting up there in price. It's a very pricey game.
Yeah, no, I've seen the prices online for that game. It's insane.
I was lucky. I managed to get this for a relatively good price. So.
And I got the Gambit screwdriver, so I actually opened it up and we know it's a authentic cart.
Yeah, it's a shame it's a bit yellow, but hey.
It works.
For the price I got it, you know, you can't. And it's an authentic cart for the price I got it.
I would definitely get a repro case for it just to be safe.
Yeah, but I'm definitely happy to have this in my collection.
Nice. Alright, next game I'm going to talk about. My copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. So this game I bought on launch date. I actually was very lucky to get this on launch because it was selling out everywhere. Guys, please, do yourself a favor if you own a Nintendo Switch. Pick this game up. I know it's $60, but Nintendo's screwing us fans over, and this game is going to be no longer available digitally or physically after March 31st,
I'm
2021.
Incredibly fortunate to own a copy.
Yeah.
As well.
No, like I was very happy that you got a copy yesterday.
No, yeah, I was super. It's a good thing this came out during the month of my birthday. Let's just say that.
And I'm thankful I actually had the funds to buy this.
Yeah.
But please buy this, guys.
Never get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's good. This is easily having that game in my collection is a gem in my collection.
Yep, easily. This is probably like or one of the most highest points on my Switch library.
And honestly, I'm just excited to read. I'm just excited to be revisiting Galaxy and Sunshine.
Yep. The other thing I got with it, since I bought my copy from Target, I got a free magnet set from Target. So I'm not going to open this because this is obviously a collector's piece.
I was going to say it'd be funny if once you get your own place, you put them in your refrigerator.
Oh my gosh. I'm probably not. I'm probably just going to keep this as a...
collector's item?
Yeah. But yeah, please pick this up, guys. You will not regret it if you do so. The games play are really well. I actually, as of this video, I finished Mario's File Super Mario Galaxy with 120 stars, so I got a whole another half of the game to play. which I will not tell you guys what will happen. You'll have to see for yourself. Even though the game's been out for a long time, but...
So, should I show the next game?
Yep.
I know you picked a copy of this, a different variant, but...
Yep.
Mario Kart 64.
It's a fantastic game for the 64.
We had this back in the day when I was younger.
Really?
One of the goals with the 64 is to pick up games that are either related to the games I had as a kid, or getting games that I had as a kid.
Yeah.
This was definitely a big one.
Yeah. That's an all-time classic to have for the 64.
You know, it's going up in price.
Yep.
So to have it, it's just a great goal. You know, you can't go wrong.
Next game that I got to show to you guys is a game that I got early on into the quarantine this year. Animal Crossing New Horizons.
It literally came out at the perfect time.
Oh yeah, no, like this is like the perfect game to play during lockdown. I actually had a copy of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, but at the time I was in a financial situation. I'm a huge, long-time Animal Crossing fan. I actually started on Wide World on the DS.
I think we actually had the GameCube version back in the
day. Nice. I used to have the GameCube version at one point.
The cool thing about the GameCube version is you could connect NES games in there.
Yep. So, this game, in my opinion, is the best Animal Crossing game I've ever played. They actually went back to the discussion table and they made an Animal Crossing game that rethought how Animal Crossing played. So not only can you build your own town, you can actually form out the island of your island. So
that's the first time we've ever mentioned Animal Crossing in one of our videos.
Yep. It's not a game for everybody, but personally, it's a game that I love, and I definitely recommend it.
Look, if you have a lot of time to drop into a game, get Animal Crossing.
Yep.
If you're like me and you barely have time to play the games you have right now, wouldn't recommend it.
Alright, Sean, so what game you got next?
Okay. So the next game I want to talk about is a big one. Resident Evil 2.
Nice.
64. Because this game, it's incredible that they managed to fit both discs. A 2-disc game on here. Kept all the movie files of the sound, while a little bit compressed, is all in this one cart.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's the highest amount. It's the biggest cart that the 64 can support.
Isn't that the rarest variant of the game?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's either the PS1 version or that.
No, the PS1 version's super common.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because it was one of the best-selling games on the PlayStation.
Didn't they release it on
PS1.
like some system? Like some handheld system that was like garbage.
The Gamecom.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, great game. I've been getting into Resident Evil series recently, so Resident Evil 2 is definitely my favorite out of the ones I've played so far.
I need to get into Resident Evil. I actually never played a Resident Evil game.
Resident Evil 2.
Do you want to talk about your copy of this or no?
Well, I'll just mention what I have as well.
Okay, so the next game I got is actually I got 2 copies of it with me today.
Or 2 copies.
Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. I have it on Switch. Sean has it on Switch too.
You bought that for yourself on PS4?
Yeah.
I didn't know you bought that for PS4.
Yep. It's still sealed.
It was awesome.
I know.
No, we both have 2 copies of.
I actually do want to get it on Xbox One eventually, and I do want to get the Xbox 360 OG version to have. Oh, I actually have one other copy of this game too. And this was the definitive version, like back in...
Oh, you got the Japanese PS3 version.
Yes, I got the Japanese version on PS3. This is the OG...
Have you popped it into your PS3?
Yes.
Have you played it?
I just played like the first couple minutes of it just to test it out, but I got this off of Amazon for relatively cheap before your quarantine.
I need to eventually pick that up too.
Great game. I've actually got halfway through the Switch version. I've been busy. I've not been able to completely finish it.
I'm pretty much almost near the end of the game, so.
It's a great game. It's not my favorite Tales of game, I'll be honest. I love the game and the story and the characters, but Xillia kind of means a little more to me.
Yeah.
I
know people are gonna hate me for this, but I think it's slightly better than Symphonia.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Or you think so?
Well, it has best going, Judith.
True. Yeah, she is a dope character. The PS3 version here.
Whoa!
In Japan, this is the definitive version before we got all the extra content here in the United States, which happened on PS3, Switch, and Xbox One, and PC.
Yep.
So, yeah. That's my Tales of Vesperia. What do you got next?
Let's talk about the PSP games I got.
Yep.
So this game I had back in the day, but my copy no longer works and or is missing. So you guys all know I'm a big Darkstalkers fan. I've talked about the series before, I believe.
Yep.
I'm also a big Capcom fan, and to have Vampire Darkstalkers Chronicles of Chaos Tower holds a lot of memories for me for the PSP. So to have it again, it's pretty fantastic.
Nice. Next game I got is I actually got this game for really cheap. I think it was like $5 I got it for off of Facebook Market seller. That is a copy of Sonic Unleashed for PS3. It's a great game. I actually played it on the Wii. I never beat it. I'll be honest, I didn't really care for the werewolf levels. I thought they were kind of like long.
You know, it's funny.
As a kid.
You know, it's funny that you have a Sonic game because the next game I'm going to talk about
is a Sonic game.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's a great game. I heard the PS3 version's arguably the best because it has
I have the PS3 version.
Yeah, it has like extra content in it that was not on the Wii version. Yep. So, I don't know about the other versions. I think there was like a PS2 one and Xbox.
The Xbox 360 version's the same as.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Some people actually said the Xbox version has a slightly better control scheme. I like the PS3 version.
Huh. What you got next, Sean?
Sonic Rivals for PSP.
Oh, I forgot you got that.
Yep.
Nice. I got a ROM of it, but like I've actually never like really got into it.
So to have I also had this game back in the day on my PSP.
Nice.
So to have this again, it's a great look. A lot of people like to bash this game. Some people think it's a really bad game. It's quite a good game actually. I really like it. I like the gameplay. Though I wish we would have gotten like a traditional Sonic game, 3D Sonic game on the PSP, of course. But for what it is, this is really good.
Yep. The next thing I got this actually from a comic store here about like a week or two ago. Got it for really dirt cheap. And that is the Welcome to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Network or Blu-ray. So
I'm surprised that they had that at a comic store.
Yeah. Look at the price I got it for. It has a lot of trailers for like movies that came out in that time that were coming to Blu-ray.
Well, it also this also came with a lot of PlayStation.
Yeah, right. It has like a video like talking about PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 3 Network. There's sadly no demos on this one, but I'm really happy to have it. It's a great thing to have.
The 20 gig model will retail for $599 while the 80 gig model will run you about $599.
And we all know how that went.
Failure. Anyway.
Next thing you got to talk about.
This is a game that you convinced me to buy today.
Yes. It's a must-have if you have a PS2 library and you love your JRPGs.
And I have a PlayStation 2 library. And would you say that I love JRPGs?
Yep. You know what? I'm going to show something else next.
Persona 3. To have this, and it's a complete copy.
Yep.
So to have this is pretty incredible. Really happy to have it. Really happy I got it because apparently this game is becoming more uncommon.
Yep.
So to get it now for $20, I feel like I would have regretted not buying it.
Yep. Speaking of Persona 3, Bess, I got me the Persona 5 Royal Phantom Beast Edition. Love this so much. This is a prized possession to have in my library.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I actually was going to get this at launch, but I couldn't afford it, so I just bought me the plain copy of Persona 5, and then eventually I was able to,
You also own the Japanese release.
not the plain copy of Persona 5, the plain copy of Persona 5, Royal Steelbook Edition.
Yep.
And then, I actually, about a few months later, I got enough money, and, a GameStop, over an hour away from me had had one left. So I drove through the rain, hard rain, to get to that GameStop.
It's like a very intense movie, and a very intense scene in an action movie.
Pretty much. I am so freaking happy to have this.
Dramatic music was playing in the background as he was doing.
Yep. But anyways, Yeah, so this bundle goes for a lot more than what I paid for it. I paid retail price for it. It's expensive online, man. People are taking like parts out of this bundle and just are selling them individually.
They're partitioning it so that they can make more money.
Yep, pretty much.
It's very stupid that people do that.
Yep, I think it's stupid.
So
anyway,
does that count as your game, Sean? Or?
Got a gift for you, Sean. This is Sean's first gift for his birthday on this video.
Persona 5.
Persona 5 Royal.
Wait, is this your old one?
Yep. I kept it all this time for you. Happy birthday. Ugh.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, I'm gonna finish Persona 5 by playing this.
So,
I just got Persona 5.
Yep.
So Persona 5 was the first Persona game I had ever played.
Yep.
And it's really good, really good. I love the aesthetic of it.
Arguably my favorite, actually I think it is my favorite PS4 game.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. And to own the steelbook version of Persona 5 Royal.
Ugh. Yep. Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
You got something else coming to you later, though.
I was not expecting 2 Persona games in one day.
Yep. We got into Personas, I was like, I might as well talk about this. So, but anyways, I'm really happy to have the Steelbook edition.
So.
Yeah, you can show some.
So, some Japanese Saturn games, because as we all know, I love the Sega Saturn. I picked up Rockman 8, or Mega Man 8, for the Japanese Sega Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
Great game, I really like it. I like the animation, the aesthetic. It really just shows the power of the 32-bit consoles. The English version's like a $180 game, just the disc.
Man, it's crazy.
So, to have the Japanese version, you don't need to know Japanese to play it.
I think our gaming market's starting to notice that the Japanese or Saturn games are easier to find, so they're marking them up now.
Yeah, so it's a great buy for any.
Yep. All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about, I've been holding these off for a couple for games that we've shown. So, I actually got me an Xbox One S.
Wait, both Capcom games.
Yep. Wow, it is. I got me an Xbox One S near the end of last month or the month before. Anyways, I love it. It's a great system. My second ever Xbox system I've owned.
Because the first one was
the Xbox.
Yep.
And my boy Christian again, I want to thank you so much for doing Game Share on that. So I got access to Game Pass.
Christian's been hooking you up.
I know, man. I got like hundreds of games on it easily, but these are the only 2 physical games I have. Or do you mind if I talk about both of them?
Yeah.
So the first one I got is Devil May Cry 5, which we just got a special edition announced for Series X and PS5 and PC, hopefully. I am so freaking happy to play this, Virgil. It's, man, so good. Second game I got, surprisingly, it's a Capcom game. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dead Rising, the Capcom franchise.
Dead Rising 3.
Yep.
I actually haven't touched this game yet. Me and Christian. Yeah, huh?
Oh, I thought it was here.
No. I got it, or when I bought my system. Me and Christian, we've been meaning to play on it.
Would you buy your Xbox? Was it a listing on Facebook Marketplace? Or?
No, the Xbox One?
Yeah.
No, I bought it from Cyberpunk.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Very happy to have this. What you got next, Sean?
Another Saturn game, Virtual Cop 2.
Nice.
Plays infinitely better. Remember how on the first one there's a bit of a delay when it comes to reloading? This one's a lot like House of the Dead, where you click it once and it
really
automatically does it.
Oh,
so
dope.
Quick auto reload is definitely possible on this game. It is fantastic. Lego Decision Network also owns this game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, this is a project that I actually worked on over quarantine, and that is modding my PS Vita. So, I'm actually not going to turn it on because I don't want to waste battery, but I bought this little game card that you can buy off of Amazon. We'll put a link in the description if you want to do it. I recommend checking out tutorials on YouTube how to do it because it's a very tedious process. Like, I spent like an entire weekend working on this. Like, I had to transfer all the games over. By the way, I am using all of my games, no ROMs besides PSP games, but I made all my physical games into digital, and I put them all on this micro SD card inside of this cart. Pop it in, and that's all I have to do basically, and I can play my games.
Yep.
So,
can't you also link that to a TV?
Well, with the modding, you can actually, yes, there is a ability to hook it up to a computer, and you can basically use it like a PS TV.
Yep.
It has very little input lag. Like, I didn't really notice it, but it's a great mod to have.
PS TVs are insanely.
Yeah, no, please don't buy a PS TV. They're stupid expensive, and now Persona 4 or Golden's on Steam, so
yeah, no, really.
Yeah, you really have no reason to get a PS Vita.
If you wanted to play like Gravity Rush, they already made an HD remaster for the PlayStation 4. Get that.
Yep, I bought my PS Vita. Well, actually, the physical version of Gravity Rush is expensive.
Oh well, go ahead. Yeah, you know what?
Or get them or digital though. Yeah. That's the best way to go. But I got my PS Vita reasonable in all my games, but don't go out of your way and spend all these crazy big bucks like trying to get a PS Vita and all the good games with it. That's just my personal recommendation.
So for my next thing, I'm gonna show. It's not a video game.
All right.
It is. You can probably tell by the side of the box what it is. I'm a huge Scott Pilgrim fan.
Yep.
I have all the black and white comics. I have the movie on Blu-ray. I have the Moana Flowers figures, which are stupidly expensive.
Yep. They're actually over on the shelf over there, but we're not going to show it right now.
So I'm just going to pull out one book. It's the complete series in full color.
Nice.
You want to open that up and show it a bit?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't... Also, the fact that the Scott Pilgrim game's coming back. Perfect timing for this.
Yep. It's a great book set to have. I'm actually getting a set. Thanks to the Postal Service, I haven't gotten it yet, but I'll probably get it in just a couple days.
Sorry, YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
My boy Max's favorite character, Lisa Miller.
This is so dope, dude.
His waifu for life.
So speaking of Scott Pilgrim, I'll actually show this next. I got into Scott Pilgrim just recently.
No thanks to me, of course.
Thanks to him and Christian. I got the Scott Pilgrim.
The Spot Pilgrim. There's a joke in the comics where it's with Katanagi twins. They're like, you must be Spot Pilgrim.
Really?
Yeah, and then what is it? Come on, Ken. Spot's not even named unless you're like a dog.
I think I remember hearing that line actually. Anyways, I got the Scott Pilgrim versus the World movie on Blu-ray. I got it really cheap. It's a great movie. Personally though, I think I'm gonna enjoy the comics much better.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good movie. Like, it's very well made. They even taught this in my film school, so.
Bro, I can't wait for you to watch the movie. You're gonna love it.
Oh yeah. What movie?
I mean the comics. You're gonna love the movie.
Yeah.
And the game's coming back. Yo. Who else was hyped for that announcement?
Please, limited run games, if you guys are watching this video, please make a physical version of the game.
So you're gonna start
we will buy them.
You're gonna start trying your next games?
Yep. So these are some SNES games I got since the last time we made a retro rambling video.
Yep.
So the first game I got, Killer Instinct. Great fighting game for the SNES.
Best, I think it might be the best fighter. Fighter for console exclusive.
Absolutely. The second game I got, this is a must-have if you have a SNES or library.
You're not even big into Zelda, and even I have to say, man, come on.
A Link to the Past. I actually paid a little bit more for this game, but it's a game I really wanted to have in my library. It has a new save data battery in it, so it's going to last me for years. Next game I got, our friend James recommended this game to me.
That's some really games. Check them out.
Yep. Great story. Paperboy 2. Very good game. It was actually featured in the Angry Review Game Nerds video, I think.
Yeah, good show.
And the next game, I got this game for dirt freaking cheap, and it's an official authentic cart. I took it apart and everything. Donkey Kong Country.
Fun fact, as you've already seen, I have the remake of this game.
Yep. But
we might do a video comparing them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So I'm going to show off two of my two Genesis games that I recently picked up. First is a Konami game, Sunset Riders on the Sega Genesis. I know a lot of people say the Super Nintendo version is far superior in quality because it's much closer to the arcade version, but I really like it personally. I think it's a great game. What about you, Austin?
Yeah.
So it's a fun Wild West game. You can't go wrong with classic Konami. And this game has an interesting historical value.
Yes. So
Pocahontas for the Genesis, a classic Disney game. Disney games on Genesis, fantastic.
Yep, Pocahontas is actually my long great grandmother. The true fact about me. I actually have physical documentation to prove it.
Yep, but we don't have to show you anything. Okay?
Next thing I'm going to talk about, I actually got this earlier this year. I got this for really cheap. Piece of history. The remote for the PS3.
Yep.
I actually bought some broken controllers with it. I was going to try to fix them, but the motherboards were both shot on them.
Yeah.
I think they just got like, or shorted out or something, like a chip on them. So I couldn't sadly fix those because I don't know what their soldering skills and stuff, but really happy to have this. It's a cool piece of history.
Yep. So next I'm going to go over my Super Nintendo game since you went over yours.
Alright.
Okay, so first game, Tiny Toon Adventures. Buster.
Nice.
Speaking of Bust, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna use that term. But yeah, this is an authentic NES game. NES game. I have the Genesis Tiny Toon's Adventure game, so
Nice.
I have this.
I used to love Tiny Toons as a kid.
Awesome. Console Wars actually did a video comparing this to Buster's Hidden Treasure.
Really?
On the Genesis. Yeah.
Nice.
And next.
NBA Jam, yeah.
Can't go wrong with that game. I'm not even into basketball, and this game's fantastic.
Nice.
It's a classic midway.
I like sports games, but as long as they're fun, you know?
Yep. I got this from the same person who gave me that NES that I gave you.
Really?
Yeah, and
Star Fox, yeah.
Star Fox.
I love Star Fox.
My first FX chip game in my collection.
I played Star Fox 2 on the Nintendo Switch Online Classics for NES or SNES. It's a really good game, or both of them are.
How's Moving Castle?
Yep, I bought this on Blu-ray. It actually goes for a lot more than what I paid for it.
Do you have the Blu-ray too?
Nice.
It's such a good movie.
Oh yeah, it's arguably one of my favorite Ghibli films.
Yeah. Spirited Away. No basic answer, but love Spirited Away.
Good movie. This actually comes with like a mini art book inside. I actually haven't opened it yet because I just haven't had the time to sit down and watch it again. But fantastic movie.
Yep.
So what you got next, Sean?
Should I go over one big lot of my PlayStation 1 games, or should I do one on one?
You can do that. I got a big lot of PS4 games to talk about.
So you're gonna talk about your lot right after I'm done this?
Yep.
So first, Rayman Rush.
Nice.
A game I played a lot. It's not a great game, but I played it. I have memories of renting it from Hollywood Video, so to have the game, I really enjoyed it as a kid. I kind of realize how bad it is now, so I don't enjoy it as much as I did, but it's still a pretty fun game. You know, it's not the best.
Street Fighter
EX plus Alpha.
Nice.
Great game. People have mixed feelings on it because it was one of the first 3D Street Fighter games, but it's really good. It's really fun. I really like it.
What you got next? Resident Evil 2
on the PlayStation. I'm like halfway done Leon's story. It's a great game, great music, great atmosphere. Basically, the 64 version looks a bit better with the expansion pack, but you know, gotta love the classic PlayStation 2 version. It's the first version it's the first time I really got into Resident Evil. It's a great game.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Director's Cut.
Nice.
The music, some of this music is absolutely terrible because it changed some of the soundtrack, but it's Resident Evil. You can't go wrong with Resident Evil. I really like it. A game that...
Final Fantasy IX. Yep, good game.
Our boy Ian constantly talks about how this is the greatest Final Fantasy game ever.
Yeah, I still haven't touched my copy, actually. We both got the same edition, right?
Yeah. So this is a great game. No, I didn't get it with Black Label.
No, yeah, I do have a Black Label. I got it for really cheap.
For me, it doesn't matter if it's a Black Label.
As long as it's the same game.
But this is incredible to have it. I love JRPGs.
Oh, yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII.
Great game.
Great game. Black label, not green label.
Nice.
Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Yep.
So
I think I remember when you got that actually.
No, we did a video on this when I got the second one, but we didn't.
Oh, okay.
So I now have the Crash trilogy on the PS1.
Nice.
Bloody War, great 3D fighting game on the. It's made by Hudson. Anyone who's played this, you already know. Your characters transform into animals and can do things like that. It's awesome.
Is that all of them?
For the PS1? Yes.
Yep. Alrighty. Time for me to talk about my stash of PS4 games. So the first one, I actually
Wait, you have Borderlands 3?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, since you mentioned that, I'll talk about that first.
Yep.
So I got a copy of Borderlands 3. I got this for really cheap, actually, at Best Buy. It was on sale. So I got me and Christian a copy, actually.
Nice.
So we can both play online. It didn't come with all the DLC, but it did come with some stuff,
Does
I think.
that have the sexual innuendo bot?
I don't know. I think it does.
You know it's actually voiced by Chris Sabat?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. Yeah, no, like, it's a very good game. Preferably the first or second games have, like, better comedy in it. But this game, like, it's a good follow-up game. I think it's definitely a good thing to have in my library. I never really grew up with Borderlands, but I've recently got into it. It's really good.
Don't they release the first two? On each consoles?
Yes, they did. So the next game I got, I actually stopped by a game store a few months ago, and they had this game, and I'm like, I gotta buy this game. This is a game that I don't come across very often. Like, I haven't actually seen it in a store in like a long time, if ever. King of Fighters 14. Sean has a Steelbook edition of this game.
Yep.
Fantastic game.
Same edition.
It's a great fighting game.
How do you like playing with the arcade stick?
Oh, it plays great on this game.
Yeah.
Really good. So the next game I'm going to talk about,
the dancing all night.
So I actually have had these games for a long time, but I never got the actual cases for them, and that's Persona 3 and Persona 5 Dancing. Hold on. Yep, these two games. So what happened actually is I got these both bundled in the All Night collection. Comes with both the games, and it comes with a digital copy of Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Yep.
That's remastered to 60 frames per second in HD. It looks really good. But it didn't come with the actual cases for these games.
What, did they come with like sleeves?
Nope. So like the discs were piled on top of each other inside of this case.
Why?
It just was. But in Japan, they got both the games and the soundtrack with it. Of course, so stupid.
Of course, Japan.
They treat us here in the U.S.
Oh, that's
like
a European box.
Yes. Yeah, no, like these boxes, well, I was going to say these are repro boxes. They're not the official thing.
But they have the European version.
Yeah, and it has for Ubisoft on the back. That's my only complaint, but I mean, these reproduction cases for these two games I've been looking for like over a year.
So Europe got separate releases for them too?
Huh?
So Europeans got both separate games in two different boxes?
No, these are actually repro cases.
Okay, but they have the European ratings, so I assume that maybe in Europe they got...
They probably did.
Yeah.
Anyways.
They had to get the art somewhere.
This was done by Nintendo on Etsy. I do want to say thank you for it. I'll put a link to her shop in the description. She did a good job for what she can do, and I just want to say thank you.
I thought they were like official release boxes.
Yeah. I mean, the art's a bit darker, but that's fine, you know? Like, it's just to be on my shelf and have easier access to them.
Yep.
So, next two games I gotta talk about are Tales games. First one, Tales of Berseria. This game, I played the demo of it. Reminds me so much of Xillia. Like, it plays just like Xillia.
So you're telling me that now I need to play it.
It's a great game.
Okay.
This is the one with the song that I played in the car the other day.
Nice, now I need to check it out.
Yeah, that intro, arguably my favorite Tales of intro. Second game, this game is actually I believe it's a prequel to this game, but it came out after. Don't quote me on this, but Tales of Zestiria. This game, I heard good things about it, but I also heard it's very disappointing.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so it did come out on the PS3, I think. But anyways, that's all the PS4 games I got. Well, actually, I got one more, but I'll talk about it after you talk about the next stuff you're going to show.
gonna go over some NES stuff.
Yep.
Master!
Nice.
Great music. This music has been featured in both the Game Chasers, I believe, the Retro Hunters, and AVGN videos.
Nice.
So to have this, it's really good. It's considered one of the best NES games. It's pretty cheap game actually, so I recommend picking it up. The only Mario game that Austin is currently missing.
Super Mario Bros. 2?
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know you picked that up recently.
It came with the bundle.
Oh, it did? Nice.
Yeah.
Dope.
Super Mario 2, not a proper sequel because for those of you who have been living under a rock for the past God knows how long, this was actually in Japan, Doki Doki Panic. So to have this, pretty awesome.
Dope.
Yeah, it's the only one you're missing now.
Yep.
And Tenjin Pac-Man.
Nice.
I love these weird cards.
Oh, is that with the goofy artwork?
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, next up I gotta show some more Persona 5 stuff. So I actually got into the Persona 5 manga set, which I started to collect that. Both books here, this is the first or second one. The third and fourth one I think are out at this time.
Yeah.
But they're launching them out, and they're using my favorite name for the Persona 5 protagonist, Akira Kuruzu, which I definitely recommend using that game when you start your file.
Yeah.
I don't really care for Ren Mamiya, which is okay. I mean, it's a Japanese name, but it's eh. Speaking of Ren Mamiya, I watched the Persona 5 anime that got dubbed. They just shadow dropped it all of a sudden, and Funimation was like, "Hey, guess what? We're gonna be showing the anime on our Funimation premium."
You see, he got really excited, and I was like, "That's Funimation."
Yeah, true. But we won't go into that. But
yeah, this isn't a place for politics.
Anyways, the dubbing was actually pretty good. It's just I have a complaint of the anime being really rushed.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would not care if the anime was spread out to 80 episodes or something like that. I think they could have done something like that.
Yeah.
But I think they just, in Japan, they are wanting to get it out and get it out quickly. By the way, I am not paying $300 for the entire set. That's why
$300?
$300 for the entire Blu-ray set.
For the US?
Yes.
In Japanese?
Yep. Both. $300 freaking dollars.
What does this even get? Oh. What does this got? What does this even get in?
So basically, aside from all of that, the anime had really good artwork. So I bought me the Persona 5, the animation, the art book. It's a great book to have. It's a lot of cool artwork inside. I definitely,
no, you should.
I recommend this if you love artwork.
No, you should pause that as the thumbnail picture.
Definitely get this if you guys can. It's on Amazon. Great book to have. What you got next to show, Sean?
So next, the Play It Loud green original Game Boy. As you can tell, I've really gotten into collecting Game Boy stuff, so I have this. Look at this! Look at this. It even has the serial port cover. Put a link.
Nice!
Dude, I was so happy when I got this. But this one's weird, and Austin knows why. What happens when... Can you grab that? It fell in a box.
What fell in the box?
The cover, the green...
Oh, there it is.
Can I take the cover? Oops. So Austin knows, as well as I do, that this Game Boy is a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Because when we turn it on...
It doesn't show the logo.
Yeah, it works otherwise.
Yeah.
Everything else works, but it doesn't show the Nintendo logo.
It might be a problem
with one of the chips.
Yeah,
but
that's what I think.
It works. I'm not going to complain. For AA batteries, and unlike the Game Gear and the Nomad, you can get 80 hours out of 4 AA's instead of 2 out of 6 AA's. I love the Nomad. I'm happy to have one, and I love the Game Gear.
The best way to play the Nomad is to hook it up to a wall.
Yeah, but I'm happy. that.
Alright, I'll let you show your last stuff, because I'm about to show off my last stuff.
Okay. So, Austin...
The grand finale.
Austin not only got me...
Persona 5 Royal.
Persona 5 Royal. He got me...
the Sonic movie and the Mortal Kombat animated movie.
I lost my shit when you gave me these.
Yeah, because you were not expecting them. I surprised him with that yesterday. I was like, I'm going to surprise him with the other two stuff
and
the next day.
Let me tell you something. Austin, you're an incredible friend.
Thanks, buddy.
You know, I can't think of someone who would go that crazy for my birthday, so...
Is that it?
Let's finish with your stuff.
Okay. This is another pride and joy I have that I got in my library.
You know what? That thing's basically like Earthbound for the NES, to complete basically a complete copy.
Yeah. So it's Somnium Files. This game's made by Spike Chunsoft by Uchikoshi.
Chunsoft is an interesting title for a video game developer.
Yeah. Uchikoshi's a really nice guy. Or shout out to him. He loves his fans. Talks to him on Twitter all the time. Surprisingly, I don't know if he knows English very well, or like he has like a translator that helps him. Mm-hmm. But I talked to him on Twitter. Very cool dude. The community of people for this game, fantastic.
You talked to a lot of interesting people.
Yes, I have.
You talked to Lotus Juice.
Yep.
You talked to Vic Mignogna.
Yep.
Yo, shout out to Vic. You know.
Vic's awesome. Anyways, oh yeah, Vic Voice is my favorite character from Persona 3, Junpei.
Does that come with an art book too?
Yep, it comes. So this bundle comes with an art book. It comes with an acrylic stand with stickers of this character, Iris or Sagon. She's or one of the main characters.
You know, I
game.
definitely like her character design. It's very cute.
Yeah.
She's
an 18-year-old internet idol. That is Aiba. She is a artificial intelligence eyeball that
we played the demo. Is that the thing that was?
So basically, there's a protagonist called Konami Dante, and you basically play as him in the game.
Dante.
D-A-T-E.
Dante.
Yep.
Dante.
Yep.
Dante.
That's his name.
So Dante.
Yep.
Not Dante.
Nope.
Dante.
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 Yep.
So Dante.
Yep.
Not Dante.
I'm gonna kill you. Anyways, so Konami Dante has his left eyeball missing, and Aiba basically plays the role as his left eyeball. And basically through the game, you're using this thing called a sync machine.
When I Dante.
Basically. So anyways, you go into this machine and you have like a person on the other side, and basically you go into their dreams, which is called the Somnium world, and you basically see their dream from an audience perspective.
Yeah.
So that's how you solve cases in this game.
Me and him played the demo on my Switch, right?
Yep.
Oh, was it the PS4?
No, the Switch.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
So anyways, I beat the game both on PS4 and Switch. I bought the game multiple times. Here's my PS4 version.
That was the first version you bought, right?
Yep. And then I bought this later. This bundle actually goes for a lot online. Our friend James.
Isn't that game uncommon in general to come across?
Yes. This game is like still like a $60 game.
I don't think it's ever gonna go down. Was it very limited in its release?
Somewhat. Yeah. Like you can't find it really anywhere.
What's the hardest console to find it for? Switch, right?
PS4.
PS4?
Actually, both.
That's the only console. It only came on this too, right?
It came on PS. No, it came on PC.
Oh, but that's definitely not a game that's gonna come to the Xbox One.
No. I actually got a fan art book that's coming in the mail from Sinking in the Zane, which I'm really excited about. It has a lot of artwork from fans. Fantastic art book. I got a PDF of it. I can show you.
Look, when it comes to this guy right here, when he gets into a series, he really gets into it.
Oh yeah.
Basically, to me, like the only series I've ever really gotten into, he's as fanatic about most of the series he's into, was Scott Pilgrim.
Yep.
Like I love the Tales of series. I love Yu Yu Hakusho and stuff, but you don't see figures of that on my shelf. You see Ramona Flowers figures and Scorpion figures and Goku figures.
I got a lot of different figures on my shelf.
Yeah. All his waifus. Mind you.
Yeah, yes.
He has a lot of waifus.
Botan and, what's her name? Mila Maxwell.
You see, if he lived in Eastern Asia, he would be accepted because he would be considered a god because he has multiple waifus.
So, Iris Ursagon, like, she's cute, but I don't really think she's a waifu of mine. Like,
so would you say that as far as performance between the two consoles, from what you've played,
PS4 version.
PS4 is all the way?
Well, actually, PC's probably arguably the best, but out of the two consoles, PS4.
But would you say that they're very...
The Switch version actually crashed on me once.
But would you say that they're comparable?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. PS4 version is definitely the recommended edition, in my opinion, because also there's a trophy system, which I platinumed the game. What? What?
That's a dope-looking box set, man.
It is?
Yeah. Wait. How... Where do you keep this in your room?
On my shelf.
Because this is huge.
On my shelf. I actually have it on there. So
do you have it next to your Nintendo Switch boxes?
Yep.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
So...
Dude, it says my name. It says my initials on it.
We're forgetting one thing, Sean.
What are we forgetting?
Your last gift. This is the last thing for the entire video, guys, and thank you for sticking around this long. This is Sean's last thing for the entire day. Happy birthday, buddy.
Oh man! A Target bag! Dude, I've always wanted one of these.
I know.
I love this game where, you put it over your head and, check it out. Wait a second. It appears to be a Switch game. You son of a bitch!
What do we get, Sean? I the Somnium Files. Happy birthday, buddy.
How?
I'll tell you later.
How'd you do this?
Magic.
How'd you do this?
I'm the god of video games, boy.
How'd you do this?
I did it.
This is impossible to find, though, isn't it?
Not entirely. I'll tell you later.
And it's a Day 1 edition?
Yep. Comes with stickers. Happy birthday. He's speechless.
Thank you, man. No, because when he told me he got the Switch version, I was like, yo, I'm fucking jealous. Like, yo, when am I gonna get this game? But like...
Yep. He's speechless. Yeah, like the entire weekend, like I was hyping this up for him. I was gonna tell him, do not look in this box. This is the box we use, by the way.
You're gonna have to beat this out right now. You motherfucker!
No! So, yeah, that's everything.
You beautiful motherfucker!
No! That's everything for this video, guys.
You know what I'm doing for you?
What?
For your birthday?
What?
I'm gonna eat out my Mother Flowers figure.
What? No.
Once they stock up,
What?
buying you that fucking Mother Flowers figure.
Okay. Alright. Cool.
Yo, you can't ask for a better friend. You really can't.
Yep.
Yo. It's not enough that he gave me Persona 5 Royal. And the Steelbook edition, mind you.
Yep.
It wasn't enough that he would do that. Hell, it wasn't even enough for him that he would do this for me.
Happy birthday, buddy.
I love all of you. That's all I can say right now. I can't really say anything else right now.
This year's been a tough year, and I thought, you know what? Let's make this video super freaking awesome.
I did not think that AI This How Many Followers would be one of the gifts. I had no idea. Not a single clue.
Of what I got you?
Yeah, because I know you were talking about, oh, they got the collector's edition, and oh, I really want to get that. And I'm like, man, I would really love to have that. And you're like, don't worry, man, you'll get it one day. But
You're like, ugh. Ugh. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this up for right now. That is all our stuff we had to show off.
You're insane. Was this what you had ordered?
I'll tell you later, dude. It's a story.
Yo, I love all of you.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you all in our next Retro Rambling episode, which will not be...
Hopefully not as long of a wait.
Yeah. No. Let's hope 2021's a better year.
Oh, you are awesome. Dante.
Dante. D-A-T-E.
Dante.
Yep.
Dante.
Yep.
Dante.
That's his name.
So Dante.
Yep.
Not Dante.
Nope.
Dante.
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 Yep.
So Dante.
Yep.
Not Dante.
I'm gonna kill you.